from our, let's see, I believe Ms. Kapadia, if you'll come on down.
All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ms. Kapadia. I teach an eclectic amount of classes here at the school, but I am here to honor a student in my AP Macroeconomics class. This is Lillian Hill, also known as Lily Hilly in our class. We just love that nickname. Lily comes with a really insightful mind where I can introduce a topic and maybe it doesn't quickly come, but she puts the effort into making sure that she understands all the concepts brought to my class. She's not content with just hearing the answer. She wants to understand the bigger picture so that if asked a similar question later, she's able to kind of put her mind through that process. She's an incredible friend. She has a very significant group of girls in our class that she is very friendly with, and they all adore her, I think. And Lily just brings this spirit to our classroom where she's quiet, but she's polite, and you can tell academics are at the forefront of her mind. As far as I understand, Lillian plans to major in psychology, which is certainly not macroeconomics, but she brings that mindset with her. What does the human mind thinking? How do people make decisions? And I think it's really aided her well in our class. And as a department in last meeting, we kind of discussed this particular student of the month as a whole, and she was unanimously decided upon. It was not just my choice to pick Lily as our student of the month, but every social studies teacher in this school that's taught Lillian said, oh yeah, she's fantastic. If she hasn't gotten this award, she absolutely deserves it. So I think that certainly speaks to her character, to her academic standing, and who she is as a whole. So I wish you the best of luck. My last semester teaching you, but it's very well deserved. Congratulations.
All right, now from our CTE department, Ms. Mamis. Ms. Mamis is also the 2025-26 Teacher of the Year for Queen Anne's County Public Schools. Congratulations.
So this month, I am pleased and honored to award our Student of the Month and just all around fabulous student to Ms. Kennedy McGill. So Kennedy is just an all-around great business student, but she excels in marketing. She really wants to be an interior designer, and she brings that customer focus to everything that she does with that design focus. So she right now is finished the program her junior year and said, I want to keep going. And so she runs our school store. She orders the things that we're going to have, looking at both design, quality, and what students can afford. So finding that good balance. She designs the displays for our store and our advertisements. So she's taking her marketing to the next level, and she also kept going in the CTE department and went into the construction design and management, looking to find that connection between business, marketing, and interior design. So I cannot wait to see the great things that she's going to bring to this world and how she pushes her business acumen even further. So congratulations. Thank you. Oh, see over here. Your mom wants to get a picture. Yeah, we have the picture right here.
All right. Next up from our English department, Ms. Burkhart, come on down.
I teach English, not theater, so I did not memorize my speech. I typed it. So, hi, I'm Lori Burkhart. I teach English 4. And I am just so really proud and honored to recognize Lucas Hussey as the KIHS Student of the Month for English. I will say this was actually just my decision, and I thought really long and hard about I interact with every single senior student in my role at this school, and so I have to spend a lot of time really thinking about the type of people that I think you guys are going to grow into. And I had the pleasure of having him for both semesters this year, And he has always consistently impressed me with his insight, his dedication, and his character. He first stood out when I had him in mythology last semester. You're not a big talker. You're not. But when he does talk and when we have our conversations, they are thoughtful, they're engaging, he's in the moment, they're meaningful. When Lucas has something to say, you listen because he has a voice that's worthwhile and he knows how to control that. And that's something more of our students need to learn how to do here at school. So he really is one of the kids that kind of got those connections between those ancient stories that we tell and our modern lives now, and he's able to bridge that gap, and it was just really lovely. He continues to do that in English 4 every single morning. There is very full senioritis happening around us, and he's still a steady, reliable presence in the classroom. Always prepared, always engaged, and always setting a great example for his peers. And it's not just your academics, you have a lot of maturity and self-advocacy, and you know how to balance the academic part of school with the social part of school, and that's what we want for all of our kids. Just, I wish there were more kids like you. You're a good egg. I'm gonna cry. My mom's gonna cry, so okay, I love you, bye. Okay, I love you, bye.
We typically have at least 1 or 2 teachers that cry, so don't, that's par for the course. I think this one might be, as it tends to be heavy seniors, even more so. All right, next up, Mr. Osuna from our math department.
All right, so I'm Mr. Osuna, and I selected Chris Cool here for Student of the Month. I have him in my honors pre-calc class, and I think since week 1, he made an amazing impression just by the determination and eagerness to learn. Every day he comes in with a smile and just really, really accepting the challenge. One thing that he's done was just like, he decided to take on the AP pre-calc class without being in an AP pre-calc class because we don't have that yet. We're going to have that for the first time next year, but he, since spring break, has been putting in all the amount of work needed to do all the practice tests, and he just did that this Tuesday, right?
Tuesday, yeah.
This Tuesday, so I'm pretty sure he dominated it. He is, we'll see, he'll shoot me an email in the summer to tell me how he did. But he's going to be super successful in anything he decides to do. He's just an absolutely amazing kid, and I'm so happy that I had the chance to have him in class. I hope to have him again, hopefully in some other class in the future. Congratulations, man.
So in honors pre-calc now and decided to take an extra AP test. That's pretty impressive. All right, next up from our physical education and health department, Mr. Corriero, come on down.
All right, so I was thinking about what to say up here, and I'm like, Ryan's a great kid, and then Ryan's his older brother. I happen to teach Alex and Ryan, and they're both fantastic. So mom, dad, great job. I haven't taught his twin, but I'm sure she's a great student too. Starting off the semester in January, we get a whole new class, and we look for leadership qualities in young men or all students that want to participate, whether it's soccer, handball, volleyball, whatever. Students they're not always attracted to one sport, or they usually have their one sport. Alex is a great baseball player, but starting off the semester, his enthusiasm to participate in all the sports really made my job a lot easier. And I was thinking about what it means to be student of the month, and he's in a great class. There's a lot of great students in his first period class. So to really pick him amongst the group, he really stood out as someone who has leadership qualities, and has just been a great student, great help to me with getting equipment, putting stuff away, setting stuff up. It's been a really fun class. It's been a great time all semester. And he's also a student athlete, was on the baseball team. So when we're doing our baseball unit, him and a few of his other buddies were on a team, and I'm like, they're launching home runs. I'm like, wait a minute, he plays baseball, so we had to split them up a little bit to make it more competitive. But it's been an overall fun semester, and I'm very honored to have taught Alex. And hopefully you continue to take phys ed going forward. So congratulations. Yep.
All right. Next up from our science department, Ms. Traver, come on down.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Traver, and this is Carson Aplano. And I had Carson in AP Bio first semester, and unfortunately, he had to drop second semester because of AP Stats. But anyway, the reason why I picked Carson is because he, from the get-go, was determined. He knew he wasn't going to be able to take the second half, but he wanted to take the test. And we're just over halfway through the curriculum by halfway, and he put in the dedication to come and meet with me. When his schedule permitted, he came to advisory a lot, picked up papers that I kept for him, and tried to keep up with his notebook, which if you've taken my science class, you know is a huge concept. So, and took the test, and I'm sure did amazing, as all of my AP, right, Lily, did. Yeah. So I just wanted to congratulate you for that, because I think it's above and beyond. We don't have a lot of kids that take the initiative to do that. And he's sporting Washington College, going into education. So we also need to honor our future teachers as well. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I just asked to confirm, but I knew I was right. Carson is the last in a long line. And so maybe if I say, maybe I was going to say, Mom and Dad are happy, and just for fun, I'll say he's been my favorite. And the other ones that come around can give me a hard time.
27 years, man.
That's right. Yeah, holy cow. All right, next up from our visual arts department, Miss Neno, come on down.
So I am Miss Neno, and this is Emily Pickett. She's our student of the month for the art department. So Miss Schulte and I both took a long time because we have tons of amazing students. It was really, really hard to choose. I've known Emily personally since 6th grade, right? And have you been in my class every year? Almost? Yeah. So we've known each other a long time, and it's been kind of amazing to see her grow into, like, not to sound cheesy, but the young woman that she is becoming. She is always impressing me, and I read my paper here because there's so much I want to say. But she's a kind, creative, and dedicated artist, does her schoolwork all the time, and like just a good friend and like a good human. Her artwork definitely stands out from other students just because of the variety of media she uses and her thoughtful messages behind it. She really does put thought and effort into what she's doing, which is important in the arts. It's really been an honor to see her grow into a strong, independent young woman and to help her along with her journey. It's definitely been an honor to be there with her. She's overcome a lot and has done it without letting her grades slip and with staying amazingly positive and resilient. She's constantly impressing me. I'm extremely proud of her. And look forward to seeing all of the things that she accomplishes in her life. I know that we'll stay connected and she'll keep me posted on everything going on. So, Emily.
All right, next up from our world language department, Miss Dabney, come on down.
Good morning. So when I was allowed to pick Student of the Month, I just thought, wow, I have so many wonderful people that I'm teaching. How do I do this? And so the word student, you've got the root study, and then you've got the ENT, which is kind of like the ING, kind of like estudiando, right? So she is one who studies. And that's what we want. We want somebody who's going to study his or her whole life, because that's just what makes in my opinion, life worth living. So when we first met at the beginning of the semester, I like to get to my students kind of go through the class and say, what is the reason that you're taking Spanish? Because we don't want those people who are going to be your cynical young people who say, well, I'm just talking graduate. Yeah. But Macy's reason is that she's going to Ecuador this summer, which just made me smile because Ecuador is such a cool place. It's like, it's a country the size of Colorado that has the Pacific Ocean, the jungle, the Andes, snowy peaks, fiery jungles with like mangoes growing. And my husband and I bought a property in 2012 and I learned construction Spanish by hands-on building a house. And I see her as that kind of person because she is a person who not only comes into class every day with a big smile and a purpose to get down to it and learn, she is a person who just goes at it for all the right reasons. And she's always the person who's going to ask me questions and patiently wait for me to deal with this, that, and the other before I can come and say, okay, yeah, it's this and this. She just tries on every front. She's going to respond when I ask her to pronounce something. She's going to work at it. She's going to turn in absolutely everything. And if I make a correction, she's going to find out why. She's a student. And she has the right reason for wanting to learn Spanish, which is to communicate with our neighbors on this tiny planet. And you're not just going over there to go snorkeling, you're going over there to do some work, to serve our neighbors on this tiny planet. And so I'm just really proud to know you. And I just look forward to seeing how much Spanish you learn when you're out there hands-on, doing something. So,
Yeah.
Macy Fox, people.
All right, so just to make sure I'm not wrong, Miss Nash Kleber is not here, right? We haven't seen him, he's not hiding somewhere? Oh, he did just get here? Oh, look at this. How about that? No, it's good. I was going to present it. Since it's the last one, I didn't want to go without naming him, but we'll have to wait for you're next. Miss Wright's worried. I'll save the drama for the end here. I typically don't allow Miss Wright to go. She either goes first or last, and when she gets up here, you'll probably see why. Though, I will say Miss Dabney did a pretty nice job. I know. Now you're worried. There he is. Get over here, Clever.
Ready?
Yeah, I don't want to steal your show, Miss Loveday. Come on down.
Yeah, he just got here. So Clever, I've had the honor of working with for 4 years now, and I get him for 3 more years, 2 or 3 more years. Yeah. So he's always been like a cornerstone in my classroom. He's very kind. I do tell him he's a bull in a china shop sometimes, but he's overall a great kid, and I'm very proud of him.
All right. Congratulations. You got here just in time. All right.
You want to do it?
All right. Next up from our Performing Arts Department, as I said a second ago, when she's done, you'll see why I don't typically like putting her up against other teachers. It's kind of unfair with your background, I feel like. Ms. Wright, come on down. Former Queen Anne's County Public School Teacher of the Year as well.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I was looking around the room and I'm like, oh, I know that student and that parent and that's, like, I feel like I know everybody in this room. So hello and good morning. Welcome. I think I practiced with you on this side. It's just a thing I do.
It's okay, that's my good side.
Okay, good. Alrighty, so good morning. This is Kylie. Blavos, very, very good. So, okay, Miss Dabney has given me a run for my money here. I looked up Kylie's name, and in Australian it means boomerang, a curved returning stick. In Irish, it means beautiful and graceful. Well, Kylie is indeed everything her name describes. If you've ever seen her dance, she is beautiful and graceful. And if you would like to see her, she's on tonight at 6 o'clock right here. She's also on 7:30 on Monday, so beautiful and graceful here. All right, she has been a joy to watch just mature into this beautiful young woman. Kylie wants to be a teacher, and an awesome teacher she will be. She is in a class that is rather lively at times. Lots of young women and one gentleman, lots of opinions, always blah, 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 all the time. I mean, positive, right? But I look over sometimes at Kylie and she's just standing back with a smile. Not smile like she's into what they're saying, but smile like, aren't they cute? They're so precious. Okay, so that's kind of what Kylie has going on sometimes in our classroom. And I depend on her to just calm them all down. Sometimes she's like, okay guys, let's go. So Kylie has that calming nature that she needs as a teacher. At any rate, I do hope that Kylie is true to her name. We are sending her off to Towson, but I hope she boomerangs back to Kent Island. Thank you, Very good. Thanks.
I was wondering how the boomerang thing would be honest with you. I got it like maybe a second, but when you said she's going, it makes sense. All right, well, congratulations families and students. Like I said, this is one of the more favorite things I get to do on a monthly basis. This is the last one of the year. So students, when Kylie's done getting a picture, let's come back over here. We'll get one group photo, but family stay around. There's coffee, there's hot chocolate and donuts, and just enjoy. Have a great day. Thank you.